Academics call for ban on live odds gambling ads as commercials during World Cup misled viewers. Academics are calling for a ban on some types of TV gambling ads after it emerged a flood of commercials shown around the World Cup used controversial psychological tricks. Experts at the University of Warwick said the hard sell language and tactics used by the gambling companies created the impression that viewers should rush to have a bet. As a result, at least some of the commercials could have contravened new marketing codes designed by the Advertising Standards Authority, ASA, to protect the public. The academics said there are particular concerns around so-called live odds betting offers, which give people the impression they only have a short time to take advantage of them. They said this same tactic will be used around Premier League matches starting this weekend and, such are the significant concerns about the impact on punters, it may be necessary to ban all live odds commercials. The team said the use of this type of commercial appears to be against the spirit of ASA guidance, which came into force in April and covers the issues of impulsiveness and urgency. The ASA's code states, in order not to encourage gambling behavior that is irresponsible, marketing communications should not unduly pressure the audience to gamble, especially when gambling opportunities offered are subject to a significant time limitation. The researchers tracked the frequency and content of live odds TV adverts shown during all 32 World Cup matches on ITV, with a particular interest in advertising around the England games. They found that a total of 63 of the live odds adverts were shown by 5 different, unnamed, betting companies during the competition in Russia. The researchers were concerned about one of the commercials shown immediately before the kickoff of England's match against Colombia, which was watched by 23.8 million people. The bet was for England to score in the first 20 minutes, which meant people would have to place a bet quickly, and offered odds of 4-1. The researchers said 36 live odds adverts were shown during the halftime break of World Cup games. 10 of the ads were for flash odds, which are described on their bookmaker's website as offers that will be gone in a flash if punters are not quick enough. The researchers in applied psychology were also concerned that some adverts were designed in such a way that punters were likely to misjudge the probabilities of winning. One bookmaker advertised a bet ahead on England versus Tunisia, which included England to win by 3 or more goals, Harry Kane to score, and over 11 corners. The odds were 16-1, but customers would only win if all 3 elements turned out to be correct. The academics said because each part of the bet feels likely to happen, people overestimate the chances of all 3 elements occurring. In fact, anyone who took up the bet lost, because while Harry Kane scored twice, England only won by a single goal margin. Previous research by the group found these bets come in less often than fans think and have very high profit margins for the bookies. The research report entitled Impulsiveness and Urgency, Gambling Advertising in the 2018 Soccer World Cup was written by Dr. Philip Newall, Mr. Ankush Thabani, Dr. Łukasz Walask and Professor Carolyn Meyer. Dr. Newall said, technology and legislation have transformed the UK's gambling scene. Football betting used to be relatively low frequency, with bets being made in person or via telephone, and most matches held on Saturday afternoons. Bets can now be placed either online or on a mobile, and on around-the-clock international matches. In addition, with in-play gambling, bets can be placed throughout a sporting event, as odds update in real time with the ebb and flow of play. Our research suggests that Advertising Standards Authority's recent guidance on impulsiveness and urgency may not be enough to protect consumers from the psychological pressure of urgency to bet on an offer that may be far more complex than the punter may first think it is. There may be good reason to ban all live odds betting adverts. Chief Executive of the Remote Gambling Association, which speaks for online betting firms, Clive Hawkswood, said, "We were fully supportive of the ASA's decision earlier this year to address the issue of urgent calls to action in betting adverts. No doubt the ASA will act if they believe that some advertisements around World Cup matches breached that guidance, but there is an unavoidable degree of subjectivity in such decisions and they might not share the views of the report's authors." If the ASA decides that the report provides grounds to review the rules because it is deemed that they might not be achieving their objectives, then we would happily play a constructive role in that process.